Hey everybody, welcome to episode number 78 of The Stew. We have a really special day today because now we have Trish on the show.
Hi.
Really excited to add a new member to The Stew, and she's really amazing. You guys are going to love her because I love her. I think she's awesome. And so we'll introduce her here in a little bit because she's got an interesting story, and I'm really excited that she's joining us. How was your week, Tonya? Do you have a really good week?
Yeah, I had a good week. It's been raining a lot here, so I wasn't able to go to too many garage sales this weekend. So I've just kind of been laying low, staying at home.
I want it to rain so bad. My grass is so brown and so crispy and so dead. Like, the grass is just, it doesn't look like my beautiful yard. It looks just like if I put a match out there, it just catch on fire and just so crispy. But I want to introduce Trish. Trish, you don't have a YouTube channel or anything, but I've been following Trish on Instagram, and I love her stories. I think she's hilarious, and I think you guys are gonna love her too. But can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, when did you get started reselling?
Oh my gosh. So I've had my account since 1999. But I can't remember if I bought something first or I sold something first. But I'm one of the back in the day people that did it when you did only email and you didn't have pictures and everything sold. Everything. I sold a half a bottle of fish food once because my fish died. So I sold a half a bottle of fish food. So way back when.
How do you sell a half a bottle of fish food?
Do you know, I just wanted to see if it would. I just wanted to see if somebody would actually buy a half a bottle of Temperament fish food, and they did. And it was my very first return also.
Were they like, I didn't know it was half a bottle.
No. I sent it in a regular mailing envelope, and it opened in the envelope. And so they said they returned it because of that. So
they could have just kind of siphoned it back into the bottle, right?
It must have been too hard. Or maybe their fish died. I don't know. But they returned it.
That's the craziest story I think I've ever heard.
So yeah, that was way back, like probably 2000, 2001.
I'm trying to remember, like, I know in 2002 I sold things on eBay, but I don't remember if prior to that I actually sold anything. Because in 2002 I actually had an online business that I was doing at that time. Like, I had my own e-commerce website and stuff, and I listed things on eBay, but I don't remember if I sold things on eBay prior to that at all.
No, it's hard to remember.
But I remember getting postal money orders, and
yes.
Right.
That's when everybody thought postal money orders were the secure way of sending things.
Yes. There was so much more trust. You know what? There was more trust back then than there is today, I think.
I got cash. I got cash in the mail.
Oh my gosh.
To pay for things.
Right? With like coins taped to the paper and stuff.
Yeah. I remember doing that when I was a kid. I was trying to order something and I taped some quarters. That's insane. So, now you're not a full-time reseller. We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah.
What do you do other than reselling?
I am a diagnostic medical sonographer, which means I'm an ultrasound tech, and I scan pregnant mamas. So
you get to look at the babies.
I get to look at the babies. I love the babies. I love them.
Do you get to break the news to the moms?
No, because I'm not medical anymore. Well, I hurt my shoulder, so I went part-time. So now I just work in a studio, which is even better because they've already been to the doctors before they come see me. So
they're just there because they want to see, you do 3D ultrasounds, right? I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, I do the fun ultrasounds, and sometimes I'll tell them what the baby weighs. I'll do the heartbeats and stuff like that. So yeah, it's all fun all the time. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you can never have a bad day when you're looking at babies.
No, know.
Yeah.
Little baby inside, and you're like,
They're awesome.
Yeah, that's
It's
awesome.
perfect.
Yeah, that's a
So
inside job.
yeah.
Now, I know because I follow you, but where do you mostly get your stuff from? Like, where are you sourcing from?
Estate sales. I love them. I love them.
I'm
I
always
love them.
really surprised when I see your stories because you're like, it's Tuesday. There's an estate sale down the street. What are they doing in Oklahoma that there's these estate sales like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday?
I don't know. We have a couple businesses that do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but most of them do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Thursday, Friday,
I've
Saturday.
never heard. Tonya, have you ever heard of that? That the estate sales are like on Tuesday and Wednesday?
I haven't, and I think I watched your story last week, and you were talking about an estate sale on Tuesday, and I was like, "What? Where does she live?"
Yeah, I'm like, is she making this up? She's like, oh, it's Wednesday morning. Good morning. There's an estate sale down the street. I'm like, who's doing estate sales on Wednesday? Like,
I know. Every day I get up and I'm like, today I'm going to work. Today I'm going to do nothing but list. And then I look at my phone and there's an estate sale. And I'm like, I have to go. So I never get anything done for the estate sales.
Tonya, if you had estate sales all week long in Houston, like you would be at estate sales like all the time, right?
I would definitely not ever get anything listed. Never.
No, it's hard.
Like, oh, it's 7:00 in the morning. I could go to this estate sale. It's Monday.
Yeah.
Like,
Right?
that's insane. Let me check the chat real quick. Okay.
I can't see the chat. I'm trying to work on bringing it up.
You can't see the chat. It's oh, there's Yvonne. Hey, Yvonne. Yvonne couldn't make it today. She was had something going on, but she's in the chat.
Oh, now I see the chat. I didn't think anybody was there.
I don't
Yeah, no. Oh, Kathleen's there too. Hi, Kathleen. I miss you. Kathleen used to live near me, and now she moved back to Minnesota, right? Minnesota, I think it is, right? I think it's Minnesota.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, up north.
All right. Tonya, you said you didn't do any garage selling this weekend, but did you actually go do any sourcing? You've been trying to tone down your sourcing, right? Like,
I have. I've been sourcing for my death piles. So I have, I've been getting back into the books. So, lately, whenever I go like to the Goodwills and stuff, I'm going straight back to the books and scanning the books. And then on my way out, I'll just kind of like, hit everything else. But selling a lot of books lately. So that's always good money.
I'm excited that you're getting back into the books because you're so good at it.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Thanks. I love it. It's so much fun too.
I went to Half Price Books yesterday. They were having like their Labor Day weekend sale. Everything was 20% off. I scanned one book and one puzzle while I was I was like, let's just see if this is worth anything. Nope, it's not. Okay. All right, that's enough for me. I don't know why. It was almost like lottery. Like I had this idea in my head before I even scanned it. I was like, what if this one's really worth something? Then I'll have to scan the whole store. But
yep, that's true.
but it wasn't worth anything, so then I didn't scan the whole store. But so you picked up books. Did you do any sourcing this last week?
Yeah, I'm in and out of there. I've gotten a couple jewelry bags lately that I haven't opened yet that I'm hoping to maybe do like, a little unboxing on my channel. But we'll see. I need to do it.
I keep wanting to do a video of this. I have a bag of plush that I actually researched back in like May, I think. June. I researched it back in June, and then I saved all the drafts, and then they're not there anymore. The drafts.
Oh no.
Yeah, the drafts are gone. I think because what did they say? They only last for how long? Like 45 days or something like that. And they're not there anymore. So I have to research them, and I have no idea. Like I don't remember what was in this. I have a big IKEA bag of plush over here that I don't know what was worth anything.
You'll have to make a video.
I am. I was gonna do it last week, and then I didn't get to. When the stew got canceled, I was gonna go live at like 12:30 and do a plush video, and then I got a phone call, and then things happened, and my whole afternoon was all crazy. So I didn't get to do it. I need to do it though.
Yeah, I enjoy those videos you do. And,
me too. I love them.
Yeah, definitely.
My crazy plush videos. I went sourcing last week. What was it? When did I go? Last week? Week before last? I went to 4 stores. I only found like 6 things. It was really awful. I really thought like I was just going to find like this super treasure, and I just found a bunch of junk. It was very disappointing.
Bleak out there right now. It's bleak. It was bleak last week for me.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what? The second Goodwill I was in this morning, I feel like their store looked really empty compared to normal. Like their donations must be down right now.
Yeah, that's what my Goodwill said.
Yeah, I bet you like the closer it gets towards Christmas, they'll start getting a lot more donations, I bet.
Yeah, I was going to go today, but then, yesterday was Labor Day half price sale at our Goodwills. So I figured it was just going to be empty today.
I went to Goodwill yesterday, actually, when my daughter wanted to go to Half Price Books, and I stopped at the Goodwill that they have in the little town over from me, and I didn't buy anything. There was one pair of shoes I was going to buy for resale. It was OTDT. I've never heard of the brand before. And then the lady wouldn't sell them to me because they didn't have a price tag on them.
Oh, that's frustrating.
And I told her, I said, I've never heard that before. I said, I've never, in the 30 years I've been going to Goodwill, because my mom used to go to Goodwill when I was a kid because I was a little projects kid, and then we Goodwilled it up. And like, I told her, I said, I have never had a Goodwill person tell me that, ever. Like, because I was like, oh, these don't have a price on them. And she's like, well, I can't sell them to you. I was like,
that's so weird. Because usually the shoes, if they don't have prices, they're a price. They're
and I was like, well, go get them priced. And she's like, no, the prices aren't here today. And I was like, so then you make up a price. Like they're $7.99, $8.99, $9.99, whatever they are, whatever you want to make up in your head. Like you put that in. Like, this is the thrift store. This is Goodwill. This is not, just somebody in the back just makes it up. There's no standard of pricing at our Goodwills. Like they just make it up. They look at the shoe and they go, oh, this one's $3.99. And they'll look at the exact same shoe the next day and be like, it's $12.99. Like there's no standard of pricing.
So funny.
I was like, just make it up. And I was trying not to be like mean, but I really kind of copped a little attitude, like
right up and crying. I'd be like, okay, fine.
I've never heard this in my life. And then I was just like, whatever. I didn't even really want those shoes. I'm trying to hang on. There were OTBT. Have you ever heard of that brand before? OTBT?
I've never heard that before.
I'll show you. They actually retail for quite a bit of money.
Yeah, listen, Kathleen says she didn't feel empowered to price. And that's so funny. It reminds me of something that Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, always says. Like when you're talking to somebody, you want to make them feel like they have the power. So you
I'm going to show you how to build a real $100,000 per month business on Amazon. Don't believe me? Here's some people that have followed our system and done just that. Andy Chacon.
Oh, it's you?
Nothing, never mind.
I just opened up eBay, so I thought it was me.
Oh, no. So you say to the person, you say, do you have the power to put a price on this?
Ooh.
And then you make them feel, you kind of build them up. Like,
I just thought she just hated her job, because most anyone at Goodwill, they will always just make up a price. Or if you have, because I had another pair of shoes that I was buying for my daughter. It was the Bobs, the fake Toms, the Bobs.
Yeah.
The dog ones they have. So they had some dog Bobs there. And so I bought those. They were $9.99. So I just assumed that she was going to like price the shoe that didn't have a price at the same price as the other shoe, which $10 was still a lot of money to begin with. But I just figured that's what they normally do. Like they just like, oh, this similar to this is the same price.
I wonder if a manager could have done it.
Of course. Well, they could have done it too. Like, I don't know what she was, but here, I'll show you though this brand. Let me look at the completeds. I had never seen it before. And souls. And share. Okay. So here's the brand, OTBT. Never saw it before. But the comps weren't bad on like used shoes. Some of them are really low, but those are auctions. I never pay attention to that anyway.
I don't either.
I mean, if you're gonna start an auction at $9, you're gonna get $9.
Yeah.
But they seemed like they do, like, I don't know, they retail for over $100. This only has one picture. I was trying to show the inside.
Yeah, let's see the label.
Yeah, I wanted to show the little thingy. Because that's what actually caught my eye, was that it was what did they use on their camera? What is wrong with these people's pictures?
I know. I like those people. Keep those crappy pictures. I'll put mine up against them.
I'll have better pictures than you. Just one picture. How do you sell shoes with one picture?
I don't know.
It makes no sense to me. Oh, this one has feet prints in it. But
I've never seen that brand.
The logo there, it's like a weird, like, it's almost like Sam Edelman, you know, like it's
or Sam and Libby.
Yeah. I can't believe those sold for $45 and they got those feet prints in them.
That's crazy.
Maybe somebody with a foot fetish bottom.
Maybe
they're like fancy Birkenstocks or something, because people buy Birkies with toe prints in them all the time.
Yeah, I know. I actually just discovered that within the last year.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I haven't seen a pair of Birkenstocks at the store. Like, ever since I figured out, like, you can buy, like, junky Birkenstocks and they're going to sell for $50.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a pair since.
They're the best shoes in the whole wide world. I love them.
I've been buying, I went on a buying spree of Allegrias. Like, I have, like, 5 pairs now. And I've been buying them on Mercari. Getting them for, like, $20 or $30 a pair. It's been awesome. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and talk about our solds, because I want to talk about, because I didn't pick up anything good this week at all, and it sounds like Tonya didn't either. Did you?
No, it's a tough week this week.
Yeah, it's just, I bought one thing. Here, I'll show it, just in case people see it around town. Let's see. So that way you'll know. It's a used coffee maker, and they sell for, like, a stupid amount of money.
True 72 says eBay probably ate the rest of their picks.
You know what? Actually, that's probably true.
It's probably true.
This is a shame. I found one of these coffee machines, and I have this as pre-owned, so these are all used. And I found one for $9.99 last week. It was my one thing that I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is going to be great. However, it was missing the drip tray. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out, like, why they were selling for $60 or $100, depending on, like, I mean, they sell for whatever you price them at. This one sold for $50. This one sold for $95. You know, like, they sell for whatever you price it at. And I couldn't figure out why. But yesterday, I actually hooked it up, and because my Keurig machine's, like, not working, and this makes really amazing coffee. I don't know what it is, but it makes super good coffee. So if you find an iCoffee 600 machine for a good price, you can sell it for $60+. And
write that
was
yeah, I know. I'm writing it down too.
Coffee.
iCoffee 600.
Yeah. And you know how, like, Keurigs, if you try to make, like, a whole cup of coffee, it's not going to make a whole cup of coffee. And if you make a whole cup of coffee with it, it's going to taste like garbage.
Yeah.
This one actually will make a whole cup of coffee with 1 K-cup, and it doesn't taste like gross, nasty, like, you know.
So it's like a Keurig. It's not like a coffee maker that you make a pot.
It uses it uses K-cups, and it's great. I'm really happy with it. We started using it yesterday. It's awesome. So now I know why it was so expensive, because I was like, why is this machine so expensive? Like, this makes no sense. Like, why is somebody paying $100 for a used coffee machine?
Right.
You know,
if you find your drip tray, are you gonna sell it?
If I had the drip tray, I would sell it. But I actually took a drip tray that I had from a Tossimo machine, which is just like a little round drip tray, and it fit right in there. So I have a drip tray over there. All right,
you have to keep it.
This is why I'm going to show Trish's cells. This is why I invited Trish on the show. I asked the girls for approval, or women, ladies. But she has awesome stuff that she sells like crazy. It's it's like how we talk about Tonya and how Tonya sells crazy stuff, and we're like, what is going on? You sell these crazy things for a huge amount of money. Trish is the same way. So anyway, here's your stuff. We want to talk about this?
Okay, so this is, you know how people love mid-century modern stuff?
Yeah.
Mid-century modern, I sell a lot of mid-century modern, but mid-century modern is it's kind of getting saturated to me. So the new term and the new kind of things I'm looking for are pop art, because that's something that is not quite saturated yet, and it's still very, very popular. So I found this at an estate sale, and I think I paid $12 for it. I'm not sure, but it's just a clay mask that somebody made and painted in the 80s. So, of course, there's no comps. So I just, learning from you, Tonya, I just threw a price at it to see what would stick, and it stuck.
Tonya,
oh, that's awesome.
Money if you don't ask for a lot of money.
Exactly.
That's right.
That's my motto now.
So this person, this Linda, that wasn't a person's name. Like,
yeah, she was a local artist here.
Down here. Huh.
Yeah, she was a local artist here. But I had two of them, and I put the other one up there too. One of them sold, I think, on the East Coast, and then one of them sold internationally.
Oh, wow.
So that's the other one.
These are so crazy. So
I know, aren't they cool?
The estate sale, that was just somebody had bought these. It wasn't like her house or anything.
No, it was her house. She was the artist.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. She had a lot of neat stuff there, but I was trying to be really, really picky, and this is what I ended up with.
This is really cool, though.
Yeah. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Okay, so you paid $12 each on those?
One of them I paid. I might be like, I don't know. Maybe I paid 8 for one and 12 for one, or maybe I paid 10. Or they were not that expensive.
That's really sad though, like that she was an artist, and then she's like, "Oh, this is worth $10."
Yeah. Well, no, because it was the company that priced them.
Oh,
she's no longer with us. Yeah.
She's been like, "This is $1,000."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's smiling from above. She's pretty happy with that sale. Okay, so this is also an example of pop art. I think I paid maybe 50 cents or $1 for it. It was so horrible that I had to buy it. And that's actually what I put in my title. I mean, it sold for $20, but that's what I said. So bad, it's good. Pop art, so bad, it's good.
Oh my God, you did. So bad, it's good. That cracks me up.
And it literally sold within, I want to say, like a week. So, and see the little guy down at the bottom?
Like they're searching like weird pop art?
I think so. So now I look for it all the time. It's on my radar.
Hang on. Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally on a mission to find something pop art now.
I want to look this up. Okay, weird pop art. Let's see what we get. Okay, 417. That's a real. This is a bad word in it for $5.
Yeah.
I think I could hand make some.
Oh my God! Did they just take a landscape and then paint a curse word in the back?
Wow.
Oh my God! Does that really sell? Because I'm just gonna go buy some landscapes and put bad words in the back of them.
Right. I'm gonna make some pop art, y'all.
That would be such a conversation piece, though, if you went to somebody's house and they just had like a Bob, like what's his name, Bob Ross, like landscape.
Yeah.
in the back. Oh, look at this ridiculous box.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
21 watchers. 21 watchers on that one.
You should go to the Stolds, Deb.
You have opened up my eyes. Strange things. There's Frankenstein in a hot rod.
I love it.
There's Rooster comics on a pillowcase. Okay. All right. Very
I don't even know if I was using the word right, but it caught people's attention. So
how weird would this be to be on your sofa?
oh, that's the guy from Fargo, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Steve Buscemi.
Boardwalk Empire too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on. Here's your cowbell. Let's talk about those because I know you bought how many cowbells did you buy?
Oh, I think like 6 or 8. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these were at an estate sale and I was dying because I wanted them so bad and they were too expensive. And so I was trying to be first in line at that estate sale. I'm never first, ever. But I always try. And they were all there. And I rushed the cowbells and just grabbed them all in my arms. So the thing with cowbells is they're popular. People like them. They're a little long tail. And these ones that have the embroidery in them are more popular and you can ask for more money. So, if you can get an actual cowbell that's like from a cow, those are even better. But those are even better. But these cowbells, these old brass cowbells with this fringe, the bigger ones sell better, of course. But I never have a problem selling them, ever.
How is a cowbell meaty?
Didn't it look meaty to you?
Yeah, that's
all right. It's more beefy.
Yes, yeah. A beefy cowbell.
Okay. Oh, next time I'm using that. That's good.
All right, and then here's your Swizzle Sticks.
Okay, so these, there was a box of Swizzle Sticks at an estate sale. There were 80 of them in there, and it was half off day. The box was $8. Actually, it was $8 half off. So I paid $8. And so I just broke them down into lots of 6 and just selling them for $6 plus $3 shipping. So, and I only have 2 left. I have 2 sets of 6 left.
Is this supposed to be like the actual Jack Daniel?
Yeah, that's the guy.
This is him?
Yeah.
That's the man.
That's what he looks like.
The Kentucky Fried Chicken guy. What's his name?
He does. Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. So, yeah, I did a little Google searching on Jack Daniels, and that's how I got the Jasper Newton. So I just kind of researched the history of Jack Daniels to know what keywords to use. And that's where I came up with, barware, Jasper Newton.
That's really cool. Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday when we were getting Trish's camera set up and everything. And I was like, hang on, I'm presenting only myself. No, let's stop that. Okay. There we go. There are other people on the show besides me. We were talking about that yesterday and I was like, it's really interesting when it's kind of sad, actually not interesting. It's kind of sad whenever you buy a bulk amount of something, you got 10 or 20 or 30 of them and they're really kind of like low priced kind of sales. You only make like $3 or $5 or $6 on it, but then you sell like the last one. And you're like, because I had some little Simpsons things that I bought like 2 years ago. And I sold my last one like a couple weeks ago and I was like, oh, they're all gone. Like, no more of those. Cause I had like 30 of them and like they're all gone now. And no more. How do you
just like little pennies from heaven?
Yeah. They're like just forever. Like they sell one every week and you just keep selling them and they're easy to ship. And do you have anything like that, Tonya, that you have like multiples of that are just like.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I can't think of
Did you ever sell your basketball player?
No, he's still in my garage.
Does he ever scare you whenever you go in your garage and there's just like a 7-foot basketball player standing in your garage?
No, I've kind of, gotten used to him. So
because Malcolm used to scare me when I'd move him around. And I'd like one time he scared me when I was walking down the hall because I had moved him into my bedroom. And he was like in the doorway and I was like walking down the hall and I was like, oh, what's that? And it was Malcolm.
Yeah, I should have him on Craigslist or something. He should just be somewhere just in case somebody does want to buy them. I could sell them. So I think I will maybe just put them on Craigslist.
I think that might have been one of your weirdest things I saw you buy. Like,
yeah, that was a total gamble.
What did you think you were going to do with it? I don't understand.
I thought I was going to sell it for big ass money. Is what I thought.
She's like, I had visions of but you never listed him anywhere, right?
Yeah, I had him listed locally.
Oh.
I don't know that I could ship him. I mean, I don't think
He would get bent.
Yeah, he's not meant to fold in half, I don't think.
I don't think so either. I missed the whole. Hang on, let me go look at the chat. What do you can you have your soul? Do you have your souls up?
Let me share that. Okay. So here we go.
Oh, I love those.
This I had bought, I think I paid $25 for it. And I got a best offer for, what did it sell for? I think $120. And it's been up now for a few months. So I went ahead and took that. So it is just a heart model, you guys. It's kind of neat.
Did you get that at a yard sale?
Goodwill.
Oh, how cool is that, though?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When I walked in, I saw it, and I immediately made a beeline for it. And then I sold a pair of shoes. I sold these Dansko Mary Janes on eBay. Yeah, eBay for $30. I paid $5. Yeah, I paid $5 at a garage sale for these. And then I sold those Fly London ones that I posted a picture of in the Resellers Stew Facebook page. Those sold on Mercari over the weekend for $69, and I paid $12.99 for them, I think. And then this one sold about a week or so ago on Poshmark. It's a 14 karat gold. Did I already show this? Can't remember.
I don't remember.
So it was just a 14 karat gold little anklet. It was really long. That's why I said maybe it was an anklet. So
it's for those big wristed people.
I guess, yeah. So yeah.
They want to know, do you still have your antique booth?
I do.
You haven't talked about that in a while.
I know. I was thinking I might talk about it this week because I've been getting some stuff together to take over there. So, yeah, I definitely need to do that.
Okay, let me stop presenting you. There you are. Yeah, you haven't talked about that in a good little while, your antique booth. I mean, is it still...
I know. I've been horrible on my channel. I need to get with it.
Kathleen was asking, have you sold more than one of those heart models? How many of those heart models did you have? Because I remember you talking about it before.
No, just the one. I think I picked it up over the summer.
Oh, maybe you told us you found it.
Yeah,
I thought you were a heart model, and there's not too many people that are heart modeling.
Right.
Brian says that this show needs more cowbells.
I know. I saw that.
Okay, so I had some sales. Let me show them. Hang on. Where are they? I still have Trisha's stuff up here, which is way better than my stuff. Okay. So, oh, hang on. It's got the person's name. There we go. All right. So I sold this coffee cup. I have had this coffee cup sitting on a shelf for a year. I bought the coffee cup for 99 cents like a year ago, and I don't have a place to store breakables right now. So I just sat it in my dining room on the shelf. It was just sitting there. Like, it was full of dust inside. And I sold this last week. It went on best offer for $40 plus shipping. And apparently this coffee cup is super rare. Like, it only comes up, if you look at Worth Point, I think it only comes up, like, there hasn't been one on eBay since last year.
Wow.
Yeah. So,
that cup is so cool. I can't believe it hadn't already sold.
Yeah, it sold within a couple of days after I listed it. Like,
yeah.
No,
Gotcha.
it sat on my shelf unlisted for a whole year, and then I listed it, and then it sold within just a couple of days. And then I sold this. I bought this kind of like, there was no comps on this. I couldn't find anything about it. The only thing I could find was a YouTube video, which I actually put in the description. I found the actual original advertisement for the game, which it looks like a really dumb game. But But I paid $3.99 for it, and I bought it just because it was sealed and it was Cartoon Network and it was from 1995, and I was like, somebody's gonna want this game.
Yeah.
And I put it on auction starting at $19.95. I was like, I'm just gonna let the market tell me if it's worth something. And I had somebody that was messaging me, and they're like, can I just buy this right now? Like, can I just buy it? And I was hoping that they were going to offer me like something high, but instead they were like, I'll give you $18 for it. And I was like, nah, I'll just let the auction play out. And so 3 people bid on it. Obviously, it went for $24.79 plus shipping. And that was really good. I was totally happy with it. I had no idea what it was worth. And the person actually messaged me later that day. He's like, so how'd the auction go? And I'm like, oh, it sold with 3 bids. And they're like, dang, you know, so. But yeah, so sometimes you just got to let the market tell you what something's worth, you know, you put the keywords and see what happens. But there was no comps that I could find whatsoever. So I just kind of let it go at, you know, whatever I was okay with letting it go at. And then, okay, I wanted to talk about this because I get these coupons in the mail every month. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've talked about it every month for like the last 4 months. I get these in the mail from Office Depot every single month. I get 2 sets of them. I'm not really sure why I get 2 sets, but I get 2. And these are part of their rewards program. So you have to actually be like signed up with Office Depot as part of like a rewards member. And they'll send you these coupons every month. And normally it's a 30% off. And then it'll be like another, it ranges. Sometimes it's 15, sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 30 off of like FedEx and then like printing things. I started selling these for $7.95 a piece, and I always get 2. And then I upped it to like $9.95. And then this last month they had this extra little $20 coupon. So I was like, oh, maybe I can raise my price. So I raised it to $14.95. And every month that I list them, the same, like whoever buys them will buy both of them. So it's like a super easy way for me to make. It's a super easy way for me to make anywhere from $15 to $30. Like this one, I made $30 minus fees. I always set it for local pickup, and I'll say like if you only want the coupon code, then when you buy it, select local pickup. And they'll email me or message me and say, I only want the code. I don't want the actual coupon. You know? And so I don't have to pay for shipping or anything. I just say, it was picked up, and I got $30 just for listing these coupons.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I've told this story multiple times, but if you're not familiar with me, that's where pinching pesos came from. Was I was selling coupons. If you go back in my feedback and you go back to like my original feedback, it's for coupons. I was selling coupons that I was getting from my doctor's office when I was pregnant with my daughter, who's now 11. I have a blood clotting condition, so I had to go to an oncologist, and they were like giving me this really expensive blood thinner I had to inject into my stomach like 2 times a day. And I had to go for like blood monitoring like twice a week, and they would have these Ensure coupons, like Ensure, like, you know, that protein, whatever. They would have like this huge stack. It was like a huge stack. And so I would take a couple of them every time I went in there. And that's what I started selling on eBay back in 2007 was these Ensure coupons. Because I was a stay-at-home mom and I didn't have any money. And I was selling those coupons, and then they started like delivering coupons in the mail. And so I'd go get them out of the recycling bin by the mailboxes, and I was selling coupons. That's what I was selling. And I would make like $50 or $70 a week. And that was like way a lot of money for me at that time.
Yeah.
Nellie's asking, is the code seen on the listing? I doubt it is, right?
Is the what? No, who?
Is the code seen on the listing?
No. Here, I'll show you. Let me share real quick. I'll show how I take the picture. I actually cover it up. Okay. So here's the second picture. You see there the codes are all covered up by come on, eBay. See how they're all covered up by each other?
Oh.
The codes are right here underneath where I've got it covered up. Like they're right there. So no, you can't see the codes on the listings. So I just take a picture of the front of the coupons, and then I take a picture of the back, so that way they can see all the restrictions. And then that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's a really good deal for small businesses. I bet they look for those.
Oh, yeah. They've got to 30% off of all of like your office supplies and furniture. And I mean, come on.
Yeah,
that kind of makes me sad. I closed my Macy's account because I used to get those coupons all the time and I could have sold them.
People ask me on Instagram, they're like, you can sell coupons. eBay used to be like an open market for coupons, and then they really restricted everything a couple of years ago, like, I don't know, 5 years ago or so, where you can only sell up to $100 a month or 25, whichever one, like those things, like you can't, like if I had 1,000 of these coupons, I couldn't sell them. I could only sell 25. And if I was selling them for $15 a piece, I could only sell like 6 of them or something like that. Because you can only sell a limit of 100. And now you can't sell, like, people used to sell like the whole insert from like the Sunday paper, the whole thing. You can't do that either. You can't sell the whole inserts anymore. You can only, like, they really restricted it. I'm not really sure why. Like, I
don't know. Maybe, well, there was a lot of, what is it? Not forgery. What am I looking at?
Well, yeah, I mean, there was a lot of fraud. Yeah, you can't, because they put restrictions. You can't sell coupons where you get a free item, you know? So if it's like, oh, you get free whatever, which those come in the mail. Like, I have a free Venus razor coupon in there, you know, like it's totally free. Like, you just take it to the store, you get a free one. You can't sell those. You can't sell internet printed coupons, and you can't sell the inserts. And then and then now they have the restrictions on how many you can actually sell. So it really put a damper on like people's coupon businesses, because it used to be huge. Like, the coupon business on eBay was massive.
Oh, okay. Well, I used to do that too when my kids were little. I didn't sell them on eBay, but there was a website where you could buy discounted coupons. And so our circulars would come out, and so the first day the circulars came out, I knew I would have a week. So I would get the circular and I would see what was on sale, buy one, get one free. And then I would go to that coupon website, buy all those coupons. They would get to me before the sale ended, and I would run to like whatever drugstore, Walgreens or whatever, and use all my coupons. And I had so much stuff. And when you buy one, get one free and you have a coupon, then all you have to pay is tax.
Yeah.
You basically get 2 items and all you're paying is tax. That was my game for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, that's all I did for a long time. When I was stay-at-home mom, I mean, I didn't have any money. Like, I didn't have any money at all. That was when my husband, we weren't even married then. He like had some kind of toxic old relationship. So he thought women were only after him for his money. And I'm like, what money? But, and so he'd give me like $20 and was like, here's $20. And like, I'm like, what am I going to do with this $20? Like, this was when gas was $4 a gallon. You know, I'm like, what am I doing with this $20?
Go buy yourself something nice.
So I started couponing. Like, I started couponing. I needed printer paper, and I had internet. So I was like, let me figure out if there's a way for me to get printer paper. And so I was Googling it, and then I found slickdeals.com, and they were like, oh, if you take an empty ink cartridge to, at that time, I think it wasn't Circuit City. It was some kind of office supply store that doesn't exist anymore. I can't remember. They're like, if you take an ink cartridge to the store, they'll give you a ream of paper.
Wow.
And I was like, and that's how I got into couponing, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna figure it out. And then I started doing CVS and Walgreens and all that stuff, and that's all I did for like over a year, was like stockpile like toothpaste and shampoo and Tylenol, and those things are always free. Like, there's no reason why anybody should ever pay for like toothpaste and Tylenol and like vitamins. And I had a whole closet full of like this. I could have made an igloo out of like toothpaste
I think people still do that. They do that on the local market, at least here. They'll show like their shelves of Tide detergent.
Their stockpile.
Yeah.
I stopped doing it because it got too popular. Like, it was way different back in like 2007 than it is now. Like, now it's like this huge couponing game, you know, and it's so like difficult. Like, you have to make this plan, and then you go to the store, and then like nothing's there. Like, there's no things. Let's see.
So earlier in the chat, Tracy was asking about Trish's Instagram. So I didn't know if maybe you wanted to talk about that, Trish. Like, tell them.
Well, basically, I mean, it's just, I have an Instagram. It's called Honey's Place. And I'm Honey because that's what my grandkids call me.
Oh.
So I'm Honey's Place. But I usually just, when I'm having my coffee in the morning, I'll do an Insta story, and you will never see my real face in the morning. It will always be, it'll always be a filter. And I usually just talk about what's up, what's on my mind. And sometimes it's reseller. Sometimes it's kind of random. And sometimes I'll try to give tips, but you know, I don't have a whole lot of tips. I just like to talk. So, but yeah, that's it.
I love your stories. Like, if it wasn't for your stories, I wouldn't even know who you were. You wouldn't even be here.
That's so fun. It's a small Instagram, but yeah, it feeds my need to talk. So.
Trish is notorious for her stories turning into little dots across the top of your screen, where it's just like dot, dot, dot,
yeah.
dot, 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 dot. They're not even dashes anymore. You know, some people's Instagram stories are like their whole lines because it's only one thing, or they're little dashes. And Trish's are just little dots.
Yeah, they get smaller and smaller. I watch them get smaller and smaller. I'm like, I'm hitting the dots. It's time to stop talking, but I just don't. I keep going.
I need to start doing those. I've never done an Instagram story. It seems like whenever I try it, I mess something up and it didn't work, or
they're so fun. They're fun. I always tell people, don't sit there and listen. Don't do it, because you'll be so annoyed. Just do your work, wash your dishes, list something, but don't just sit there and watch me ramble.
Oh no. I just saw that. Okay. I feel bad. Okay. Well, do we have anything else that we'd like to talk about today? Like, did we miss something? I feel like we missed a whole something that we were supposed to be talking about.
No, well, we didn't talk about our pickups, but we didn't really have any.
We didn't have any. I didn't have any. I didn't have any at all. I had crappy things. What did I buy? I bought junk.
I did. I bought junk.
I bought junk.
I bought this giant thing.
What is that?
It's a little kid's play cube, and I bought it for, I don't know, I think $4 or $5. I'm actually not sure, because I got it from Goodwill and it was half price, and they had two prices, $10 and $8. So I don't know if I bought it for $4 or $5, but it sells for like $48.
Is it wood or is it just fabric?
No, it's fabric, but each side, let's see. Each side does something. Like there's a flap that lifts up, and if it were on, whatever facing side is up would play the corresponding tune. I already listed it. I listed it this morning. But I don't know. It's popular. It's one of those kind of expensive toys. So that was literally one thing that I picked up. And then these mid-century modern.
Oh, wow.
These are Mary and Joseph and Jesus, but they're mid-century modern, and I paid, I think, $2 for both of them. So I listed these this morning. I think I listed them for $50 or $60.
Those are crazy cool, though.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. Yeah, I said in my listing, because they're kind of low end, so I think I said something like, bring your mid-century modern into the holidays or something like that, hoping somebody might go, oh, good idea. I don't have anything holiday related for me.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that's it. It's been slim.
Well, I'm so happy that you joined us today, Trish.
I'm so glad that you asked me. This was fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm excited. We actually have a couple of more people that we are going to try to have come on this stew in the coming weeks. So I'm really excited about that, about just getting more different folks, you know, like more like Amazon sellers, or more like, you know, just more interesting, like not more interesting, that's a weird word, but like more variety. That's the word I was looking for. More variety. So we're trying that. But we'll see how it goes. But I'm really glad that you could join us today. I just love you to death. I think you're awesome, Trish. So I'm so glad you were able to come, and I hope you keep coming back. Does anybody have any questions in the chat before we end the show today? I'm a little scatterbrained today. I'm tired.
Melville asked, do these coupon companies offer an affiliate program?
The online coupon companies do, like coupons.com, and that's how all those bloggers, like, you know, all the coupon bloggers, they'll put coupons on their blogs. Those are affiliate links. Like, they're not just doing deal posts for free. Like, all those coupon links were like, oh, here's the deal and here's the link to the coupon you can print out. Those are all affiliate links. Yeah. So those ones do, the online ones. So that's how the bloggers make their money.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then somebody in the chat keeps asking about like taxation for like drop shipping. We don't talk about taxes and what you do. You have to, like, you're gonna have to talk to a tax person. I have no idea how that works at all. Like, being not, you know, not a US resident and drop shipping and international taxes and all of that stuff. That's why I haven't gotten involved in like being part of like the European Amazon, because it's like, I don't even know how you're supposed to do taxes with that. Yeah. That's way far out of what I want to deal with. All right, Tonya, do you have anything that you want to talk about before we go? Do you have a show coming out? Are you doing your jury show this week?
No, we're actually going to skip this week, and I don't think that I have any more shows this week. I think that's
it.
That's
no
it.
All right. Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us this week, and we will see you guys again hopefully next Tuesday, right?
Right.
Unless something happens. Hope not, but you never know. All right. Thank you so much. We love you guys. We'll see you all next time.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.